Hey, it's Darlene, and today I'm working on a layout. Now, I'm trying to complete the papers and scraps that I have on a particular scrapbooking kit. And this was called Secret Garden from Quick Quotes, and I've had it for years. And I really liked the colors on this scrapbooking kit. So, like I said, I'm really trying to use everything up. And what I don't use up, I'm going to get a gasp from a lot of you. I'm going to toss. So I have five, approximately 3x4 photos that I'm trying to fit on this one layout. Now, the good thing is there's a lot of kind of spots in the photos that when I overlap, it's okay that they're covered because they're not really covering anything. So I really like the fact that I was able to do that. So I have two full 12 by 12 sheets. This is one of them. And the other one is the arrow one that I just cut down to 11 and a quarter by 11 and a quarter. I cut off 3/4 or 0.75 inches off two sides to make it a square. And I'm going to use this scrap right here that just happened to be already cut. Now, these photos are from my son's 33rd birthday, 34th birthday. I have to do the math. So these little cards that I'm showing you right now, I had taken a trip to Texas years ago, and I used this set for those Texas photos because I really like the bright colors. Now, if you look at those, I have those like pocket page journaling cards. Now, this obvious, or maybe it's not obvious. To me, it's obvious. These pictures were not taken in Texas, but you see how I'm layering them down, and they're perfect for like little frames or mats for these photos. So I'm going to use it because I don't plan on going to Texas anytime soon. And even if I do, I'm sure I'm going to buy a whole nother round of Texas products, right? I mean, right? Scrapbookers, you feel me, right? So right now I'm just adhering the 11 and a quarter inch block down, also the strip of paper. You know what? This is a scrap. I don't even know what the measurement is, but I'll measure it and I'll put it down in my blog. Down below, I'll have a link to my blog post and also my blog home. So if you have more questions or need to see more details, you can definitely go to my blog and check that out. So I'm just kind of, again, figuring out where I'm putting those photos, and then I'm going to adhere them. I'm not going to do the whole thing, so you don't need to see me adhering, all five photos, but you get the feel. I am putting them, not straight over my page. And I think that adds more interest, and mostly because I was covering certain areas like I talked about. You can see the second photo from that right end, how it's a lot of cement. So it's okay to cover that. So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do now. So I am sort of following a sketch, and on that sketch there's different shapes, triangles, ovals, circles over on that top left and bottom right corner. Now I'm not going to follow it exactly because a sketch to me does not always have to be exact, but kind of inspires you. So I have those two orange pieces, and I'm going to basically, I trim them down according to that scrap size, if that makes sense. So again, I'm not even sure the exact measurement, but I ended up scoring them, like I said, similar. And then I lightly folded it in half, which I just showed right now, did a little crease kind of at that corner. And then I just cut from one corner to the middle to the other corner to the middle to make the triangles. I know that makes sense. It's probably not making sense as I'm talking, but you feel me. And now I'm just adhering them. Right now there's some extra adhesive that kind of went over the edge because I wanted to make sure I got all those little corners. And you'll see me in a minute. If you don't have one of those adhesive erasers, which I'm doing right now, you need to go out and get one because those are like the best thing for scrapbookers or paper crafters in general. So I'm just kind of showing you some of the scraps that I have. Now, look at that scrap that I'm showing you right now. Now, I know you're just like me. We keep everything. But again, don't gasp, but I'm going to toss the scraps when I'm done. But I am going to punch out shapes before I do that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm grabbing the scraps from this paper kit. This is all that's left of this paper kit. The scraps that you see over on that left-hand side and over on that very top right. But I also have one full paper that is double-sided. It's floral on one side and then like a very light floral on the other, but which I'm going to keep. I don't end up using. I'm just putting it in my floral category for later use. But So like I said, I'm just punching different shapes. I'm going to put them kind of trying to follow the same balance. If I do something on one side, I'll do it over on the other side, but also not exact. So I'm not going to show you every little thing I do, but oh, you can hear the fan in here, and I apologize if you can hear that buzzing. Um, so I have a big circle punch, which I'm doing right now. I have small circle punches. I'm also going to grab a sticker sheet that is not even part of the scrapbooking kit, but the colors match very well, just very like basic kind of crayon colors as far as the orange, blue, red, that kind of thing. And you'll see me pull things off there. And I really tried to pull stickers that had, again, just like a round shapes, this more, I'm kind of trying to fill those areas and shapes, words, labels, rectangle labels, things like that. But I really thought it was really fun because that's what made it more of a birthday page. And you can see right here, this is what I'm going to use for my title, that big birthday. I really liked a lot of these elements as far as the cakes, the piñata, the balloons, things like that. But for whatever reason, in my mind, I'm thinking more kind of basic shapes and maybe a little bit of sprinkle. And when I say sprinkle, on this sticker sheet, they have little like stars and like little bursts, things like that. But again, I'm not going to show you every little thing that I do, but I do build up that bottom right and that top left. So I hope you like what you're seeing so far. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. I post at least 2 videos a week, and both of those videos, what am I saying? One of those videos will always be scrapbooking, and the other will be whatever it is I'm creating in the command center, which is the name of my blog and also my craft room. And that could be, card making, Cricut projects, a combination of both. I also do a little junk journaling, some mixed media art, which is so much fun. So I hope you decide to follow me. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button down below. And again, I hope that you decide to hit that subscribe button. So these letter stickers that I'm using, I just wanted to use the darker blue. And it was really weird, and probably because they're old. But some of those letters, and you probably saw me right here with the S, like that top dark layer peeled off from the adhesive. So I just used a little bit of liquid glue for that. Now, I really wanted to do the word wishes, or so it'd be birthday wishes. And I put the E down, and I don't even think I show you, but then that second S, like I lost half of it, and then I found it later after I had smotched it up. So birthday wish was where we ended up, and I was okay with that. So like I mentioned earlier, these are the little like kind of confetti, little splatter, and I'm just adding a few things here and there. But it's pretty basic layout, but again, I think it just turned out really fun. I wasn't really sure how I felt about it when I saw the sketch, but once I started playing with what I had, especially with the punches, I love using punches when I'm making layouts because I don't think you realize how much they can enhance a layout. So, I always encourage people, you got the tools, use them, because I think that's one of the things that we as scrapbookers do. We buy all the things and then we don't even use all the things. So I'm just cutting out some strips of paper because I'm going to do my journaling on strips. My journaling is very basic because I think the photos tell enough of the story. We actually went to a couple of different locations. So on the next page that I'm going to be doing, the complimentary page will have more journaling as far as exactly where we went, and probably include the actual year of his birthday because I'm thinking it's 34. I'm losing track. Oh my goodness, my kids are getting too old. But anyhow, and I was going to just put the white onto the back, and then I decided to use the left of that green scraps, and I matted each of the strips and then glued those down. So again, those are the scraps that are left of that whole entire page kit. I am folding them and tossing them. I'm not even going to look twice at them. So gasp if you will, but sometimes you just got to get rid of the things. Again, I hope you like this video, and if you do, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And Oh, a little bit of splatter always makes things pretty. I do use a scrap piece of white paper to cover the photos. And if you don't have this kind of color splash, you can use watered down paint. There's so many different ways that you can do splatter nowadays. They even have stamps that have splatter look. But that's it for now. I'm so happy that you decided to watch, and I hope you take something away from this and create something fun on your own. Thanks again for watching.